Hello and welcome to another Royal Reviewer live weekly chat. Hello and welcome back to the channel. How are you? How has been your week? Do let me know. It's been an interesting week. Oh, hang on. I haven't muted my laptop. Rule number 1, always mute your laptop when you're watching back. Let's mute for a moment. Hang on. All the way down. Okay. I will go to the chat room in a moment. Welcome to, what episode are we on? We are on episode 53 of Talk of the Crown, and it is Saturday the 27th of April 2019, and I am live, and we are still waiting for baby Sussex, just in case it's escaped your notice. So let's go all the way down to the comments and see what people are saying. Ninova says, looking snazzy. Well, thank you. Lots of people saying hello, so hello to you wherever you are. I know there's been lots of chat going on already. Elliot says great straps. Oh, thank you. I've actually got my brooch on one of my straps today. Elliot, you look spiffy in your suspenders. Thank you. Glasses, yeah. Well, they're fake glasses. They aren't real glasses. They're just plain lens. It's a look. I'm going for a look. Why the black arm? It's not black, it's red. See? It's red. Hello to everyone. Of course, we are going to be talking about the imminent arrival of baby Sussex, but I'm also tonight going to be talking a little bit about the Commonwealth, because it has been this week the 70th anniversary of the modern Commonwealth. So we're going to be talking about that too, and lots of other royal news. And if you can guess who my outfit is inspired by and why I'm wearing this, I don't know. I will give you a fan flap. Lisa says, why the red armband? Oh, it's just a look. It's just a look. If you can guess who the look is, then I'll give you a fan flap. Wendy says, you look amazing. Thank you. YouTube ComTM, I'm just going to call you YouTube, says, hey, why do you love the Queen and the monarchy and all that when they are just human beings who control the public? I mean, you're a puppet and they laugh at people like you who do this. Well, that's because it's our system of governance, and we don't have a monarchy that rules us in terms of the political. We still elect our governments who rule us. We, the citizens, have the power to elect, just like in a presidential system or any other system of government. A constitutional monarchy has many, many benefits which you simply don't get from other systems of government. So I would say we have quite a good system. EO says Madonna. Yes, but if you can guess the connection to Madonna. No, not George Michael. Did I see the ambulance and helicopter at Frogmore yesterday? The ambulance was absolutely nothing to do with Meghan, and I have some details. So Camilla Tomini did say that it was a driver training vehicle that was collecting food for students. So obviously food that must have been produced on the estate has been collected for driver training purposes. That's why it was parked there. And it wasn't even parked outside the actual Frogmore gates. It was a little bit away, tucked away. So that had nothing to do with Meghan. Just as I said before, with keeping things on the down low, there would be so much speculation every time somebody came or goes, or just a normal vehicle comes. There would be intense speculation. B2B says, now the tabloids are reading into the smiles of Harry. And oh, these body language experts are doing my head in. They really, truly are. Alicia, news to me. Which Instagram account were the pictures of Harry kissing someone else are? I have no idea what you're even talking about. M. Davies says, we are hoping for breaking baby news from CNN during your show. If you do, tell me, because I'm here, so I won't know. You will be my eyes and ears. During the wait, we had baby name ideas and overexcited ourselves. People have been saying they've been having headaches. I know you can see the glare in my glasses, but I'll tilt them down. I'm going for a look. That's better. Okay, it looks a bit weird from the side, but from the front, it looks okay. Yes, people have been saying they've been having headaches because they can't cope with the weight and the stress. PP says, looking very fashion. Thank you. I think nobody is probably going to get the baby name right. Who knows? But I bet Meghan probably wants baby Sussex out. Okay. What is that on my right arm? It's just a band. It's just a red band. It doesn't mean anything. It's just a look. Alicia, I have no idea what these pictures of Harry kissing someone are at all. Yes, Meghan is still a US citizen as far as I'm aware at the moment. Okay, so the look I'm going for, in case you've been on another planet, I am a huge Madonna fan, and Madonna has a new album out, and her first single is a collaboration with the Latin artist Maluma, and I had no idea who Maluma was, but in the video for Madonna's new single Medellin, M-E-D-E-L-L-I-N, in Latin I think it's Medellin, he's wearing something just like this, kind of almost exactly the same. So I've gone for the kind of Maluma look today. And if you look at him in the video, you'll see where I've got the inspiration from. So if you're wondering, this is my ode to Madonna's new album, who has been an inspiration for me for many, many, many years. What are the addresses we can write to each member of the royal family? I would, if you want to make sure it gets to a member, just send it to Buckingham Palace. It will get there. In fact, most places, when you get a return reply, comes from Buckingham Palace anyway, even if you sent it somewhere else. You could, if you wanted to, address it to Clarence House for Charles and Camilla, but most members of the royal family address to Buckingham Palace. You could send William and Catherine something to Kensington Palace. It will get there, but it's probably easier just to send it to Buckingham Palace. Oh, of William kissing. I have not seen any pictures of anybody kissing. Sandy Pin said, yesterday you were talking about Lizard Lady. Is she Yvonne the Tarot Reader? No. No, she's not that one. Okay, Alicia will send me the pictures on Instagram. Thank you. Cat Lover says, you are a word, as he is, giving him a run for his money. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to go now into the baby Sussex dual citizenship thing, because it's been on lots of people's lips and it's been a hot topic. And I have to admit, up until yesterday, I didn't really know much about it in terms of what the technicalities were. And of course, me being me, after my live chat, was it yesterday's pop-up chat? I went and did a little bit of research and a bit of digging into what it actually meant. So Meghan is still a US citizen, and I think it's after about 5 years of residency in the UK, she can apply to become a British citizen, and she will have to go through all the normal citizenship tests and all the normal hoops and things that you have to go through to be a British citizen. It's expected, of course, that she will do that. Now, whether or not she will renounce her US citizenship, I don't know. That is something no one knows other than Meghan and Harry themselves. So we're going to have to kind of park that issue as a separate issue for now. In terms of baby Sussex is automatically British because under our UK laws, if you have a British parent, you have British citizenship. So the baby is definitely 100% British. In terms of dual citizenship, the baby definitely, because Meghan is American, has a right to be an American citizen. However, for this right to be recognised, Meghan and Harry would have to register the birth with the nearest embassy. So that would be the American embassy in London. They would have to actively apply, not apply, but they would have to acknowledge the birth to the embassy, and then obviously that would kickstart the dual citizenship. But I did do a little bit of digging as well. In America, you don't technically have dual citizenship. It's not recognized, apparently. That is what I read. But America has no problem with there being a dual nationality, but it's just not recognized. You're either American or you're not. That is how I read the piece that I read. So it is possible that baby Sussex could be what we would term as a dual citizen or an American citizen. However, they would have to actively register the birth, acknowledge the birth with the embassy. So it is unclear at this stage whether or not they plan to do that. So we don't know. And it does raise issues as well about Meghan's plans, which is why I mentioned it before, about what she will want to do in 5 years' time when she is a British citizen. Well, actually 4 years now. In 4 years' time when she is a British citizen, is she going to renounce or not? We don't know. So why would you kind of set up a dual citizenship if you yourself are going to renounce? So there's a lot of loose threads that kind of need tying up, which we are not going to know probably for a long time, if indeed we know at all, if indeed it is even our business to know. So that was my understanding of it. I did do some research, and I have seen an article since I did my research kind of collaborating what I said. So I do believe I'm correct. If I'm wrong, if we have some legal eagle experts out there, do of course let me know. And I will take some comments. Let's have a look. Who is Lizard Lady? I'm not saying her name. I'm not giving her the time of day. Do I think baby Sussex will be born in May? Well, originally I thought mid-April. I always said I've got a feeling mid-April. Well, that's gone. That's completely gone. So I was wrong on that score. My gut feeling was wrong. Of course, no one knows. Meghan did say end of April or May. She said sort of April or May. So we were kind of thinking, well, maybe May means very early May. So now I'm thinking baby Sussex could come any time between now and very early May. What's probably likely is something around the 1st or 2nd of May, but who knows? Baby will come when baby comes. Apparently there's pictures of William kissing. I really want to see them. Kirsten Wood says the child will not automatically be given US citizenship. The parents will have to apply. Yes, they will have to apply for it, or rather register it with the embassy. I think Caroline got it right. Fortune says these trolls are so desperate for royal news, and them not getting any prompt them to making up quite a bit, which is kind of what I said originally. You haven't missed most of my chat today. I've only gone live 15 minutes, so don't worry to Vera. PP says, I saw those pictures. That is not William. If he wanted to do something like that, it wouldn't be in a bar for everyone to see and take pictures. Come on, people. Well, I haven't seen these pictures, but they don't sound real to me. But I will take a look at them. Okay. Margaret thinks I'm correct about the dual citizenship. That is what I read, and I did research it. So I'm just hoping what I read was correct. It did help me understand it a lot more. Kirsten Wood says, if Meghan does not want to pay US taxes, Markle will have to renounce US citizenship. And with all the monies involved, well, Harry, I did go through this before. She can exempt Harry, I think, as an alien or something to do with aliens. She can call Harry an alien and he won't have to pay anything. But I think at the moment she is subject to US taxes, I think. Ain't that says Elizabeth Taylor had dual citizenship, being born in England, though neither of her parents were British. That's probably because she applied for UK citizenship and got it. Tony says the US has the same law. The baby will automatically have dual citizenship. Well, like I said, I read that America doesn't actually have dual citizenship. That is what I read. It's either you are a citizen or you're not. but they don't have a problem with you having it. It's almost like turning a blind eye to it type thing. I did read it. It did make sense when I read it. No, I'm not sure whether Autumn Phillips's children have Canadian citizenship. I'm not entirely sure on that one, because these things are often very private. I mean, it's not often that we get to look at that type of information. Alicia is starting a petition to get all hate accounts of Meghan and other members of the royal family taken down. Good luck with that one. I mean, literally good luck, because there are so many of them. Sandy's going to send me something in the Royal Reviewer and Friends Facebook group. Thank you so much. I will take a look at it after. Christine says, you look rather distinguished. Thank you. I do have tiara as well, if in case you've noticed. I do have a tiara on too. James says, baby Sussex upon birth is an American citizen, born to America. No, it's not. That is totally not what well, they have a right to be. From birth, they have a right to be an American citizen. But if you're born overseas, you have to register it with the nearest embassy. That is what I read, for it to be acknowledged and recognised as such. Okay, we're going to carry on from that, because I think, unless you are a complete legal eagle, we aren't going to. My screen is out of focus. I'm sorry, I cannot do nothing about it. Or cannot do anything about it. No double negatives. Okay, now I wanted to talk about today, one of the big things this week was the Commonwealth. And it is the 70th anniversary of the Commonwealth. So I wanted to read a little something about that. So let's go to... Oh no, where's it gone? Don't tell me I've lost it. Hang on. Oh no, I've got it right here. So let's start with the Queen. So the Queen was 26 years old, if you didn't know, when she became head of the Commonwealth, and has made more than 200 visits to the Commonwealth countries. Her Majesty is also sovereign of 15 Commonwealth realms, in addition to the UK. Wow, that is an absolute lot, I have to say. I think, like I said last week, was it last week? She has her face on the most money, the most stamps. She's the most licked monarch in history, most licked person in history, I would probably say, from being on all the stamps. The London Declaration was signed on the 26th of April 1949 during the reign of the Queen's father, George VI. So it's basically saying that the Commonwealth was set up under her father, George VI, and brought together member countries which share a set of principles and values, which I think is one of the main benefits of being a member of the Commonwealth, is that you have this shared understanding and shared beliefs. Other members of the royal family support the Commonwealth, as we know from the Prince of Wales and what work William and Catherine have done, and of course now Meghan and Harry. The Prince of Wales has visited 45 Commonwealth countries, accompanied by the Duchess of Cornwall on many of these visits since their marriage in 2005. But of course, Camilla hasn't been to as many as Charles, because obviously of not joining the royal family until much, much later. During the Queen's Diamond Jubilee year, members of the royal family carried out visits throughout the Commonwealth, visiting countries such as Uganda, India, and Malta. And it is important to remember now, of course, that the Queen doesn't take on long-haul travel. So all the overseas travel is delegated to the younger members of the royal family, including obviously her children and grandchildren. The Duke of Cambridge is currently visiting New Zealand on behalf of Her Majesty the Queen to honour the victims of the Christchurch mosques and to attend Anzac commemorations. So, of course, that was an important visit that we had this week, and I'm sure you all saw the footage, and of course his amazing speech. It was a really, really inspirational speech, and he also touched on the passing of his mother, Diana, Princess of Wales, and sort of his own shared experience of what that means. Together with the Duchess of Cambridge, the Duke has visited several Commonwealth countries, as well as representing the Queen at the Commonwealth Heads of Government memorials, which pay tribute to the service of Commonwealth soldiers. Hang on a minute. I think I read that wrong. No, the War Graves Commission. There was an abbreviation. The War Graves Commission, that should be. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex, as President and Vice President of the Queen's Commonwealth Trust, of which the Queen is patron, was set up to connect young people around the Commonwealth. The Commonwealth comprises of 1/3 of the world's population, of whom 60% are under 30 years old. And I think that's why the younger generation in particular of the royal family are being used to such great effect, because the population is, generally speaking, quite young. And of course, they are going to grow up, and I suppose it's the young people that are going to take things in the direction of where they're going to be. Members of the royal family have supported the Queen's canopy, opening dedications across the Commonwealth in the hopes of protecting the world's indigenous forests, and the Queen's Leaders Programme, which celebrates remarkable young leaders across the Commonwealth. So the Queen's canopy, if you don't know, I have mentioned it on several of my videos, because when Harry's been away, when William's been away, they have opened some Queen's Commonwealth canopy dedications. That means countries set aside large tracts of forest for protection into the future. In 2012, the Queen's Jubilee Trust was established to work across the Commonwealth to end avoidable blindness and empower young leaders. And it says that next week, the Countess of Wessex, Vice Patron, will visit India to see how the Queen's Jubilee Trust is helping to tackle blindness in premature babies. And of course, that is one of her main causes. And we did have a tweet actually from the Foreign Office, which said, "It remains a great pleasure and honour to serve you as head of the Commonwealth." Of course, that is to the Queen. 70 years on since the creation of the Commonwealth, Her Majesty the Queen reflects on the journey and what we've achieved together. And I think that is really important, is that all the work that's done is an achievement by everybody. Let's see what people are saying. Are we still having our baby shower arrival? I may do something in a pop-up. I literally haven't had, it's been quite busy for me here. I've been doing quite a bit behind the scenes with other things, so I've not had time to arrange a proper baby shower. Okay, scrolling back up slightly. PP says, will the Queen make baby Sussex Princess or Prince, or maybe the other title? Well, we all know that the rules would have to be changed. The Queen would have to change the current status quo by writing new letters patent or issuing new letters patent to make her great grandchildren that aren't from the direct line, which means obviously William's line, princes and princesses and HRHs, which she still could do. She hasn't done yet, or not that we know of, but there is still time. She could do it. I personally think that she might not. She might just let things take their natural cause and effect, and which will be that when Charles is king, they will be HRHs and princes and princesses anyway, as grandchildren of a monarch. But there is still time. It could happen. Okay. James says, hi, you look. And he's given a face. Okay. Margaret says, I'm actually very curious as to whether or not Catherine will have another child. Anyone want to venture a guess? I will guess, because I've always thought that I've got a feeling that she won't stop at 3 and that she'll go for a number 4. I don't know why I think that. I just do. I just still think that she's got one more in her, one more to do. she could just stop at 3, but I'm thinking it could be, she might go for baby number 4. When, who knows? I definitely don't think this year. We could see something, maybe 2020, maybe a pregnancy in 2020, maybe a birth in 21. We'll have to wait and see, but I'm thinking we may have another. Marcelia says, I was rewatching one of your videos and my cousin went, wait, what is that man doing in a tiara? Why not? Okay. I think I missed a question I was just about to read. Right, let's scroll all the way down to the bottom and see what people are saying. For some reason, how many is it saying are in the chat? Because it says for me 107, but I don't think I'm getting quite the right information. Kelly thinks, yes, she will have another. Lisa Elgrim says, love how you pronounce the letter H as in H. Yes, H. That's how we say it in the UK, I believe. I don't think I'm weird in saying that. Arnold Sanders says, there are some African YouTube channels that want Harry and Meghan to stay out of Africa. Really? Pamela says, Prince William is a great speaker. His speech was really, really good. First Mrs. R says, I think she'll have baby number 4, but it won't be planned. Again, it's purely speculative and it is just a feeling. Okay, has anyone posted these? Oh, okay, apparently 690 in the chat room. Okay, Jamie says 1,600. I don't think there's 1,600. Okay, I'm getting the wrong information on mine. It says 107. So hello to 694 people out there. Please give me a big old thumbs up. I think everyone's is saying something different. We have totally different things. Now, it's the London Marathon tomorrow, and I'm not sure if any members of the royal family are going to be there to support it. I know a couple of years ago, we had the royal trio there who were doing some work for Heads Together. But I'm not quite sure if anything's happening, but I will keep a lookout for that tomorrow. Also, this week, we had Prince Louis's first birthday. Can you believe it's been a whole year? And we were treated to some 3 fabulous new photographs taken by Her Royal Highness, the Duchess of Cambridge, of course, Catherine. And I think her photography skills are really, really good. People have been commenting how good her photography skills are and how far they've come. And we do know that she does like to take pictures of her own children, and why not? I think that is a really good and sensible thing to do, and especially if you have any kind of talent in that area, which of course she does. She has a really big interest in the arts, and in particular portraiture and photography, so it makes sense that she would take her own. I like the way then that the royal family maintain the copyright and control of those photographs. They can be used in the way that they want them to be used and distributed and shared in such a manner. So I quite like the fact that she's taking her own photographs of the children. Prince Louis looked absolutely adorable. I think he looks very much like Michael Middleton, which of course is his maternal grandfather. But let me know, it's in the eyes. I just think the eyebrow area and the eye area looks very Middleton-like. But do, of course, let me know. Again, the clothes he was wearing were absolutely adorable. All the outfits looked really, really good. And he was, I love, my favorite one was one where he was kind of reaching out into the screen. I liked it. And I thought they were a really successful set of pictures. I liked the composition of the photographs. Let me know what you think. Yes, I'm so close to 79,000. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed to the channel. And if you're watching and you haven't, please do. It will help get me there closer. Susan Orr says she gets such great reactions from her children. She does indeed. Do I get to London much? No, I'm afraid I don't, but I hope to go very, very soon. Lisa L says, in the US, we say A for the letter H. Love hearing the different pronunciations. Very fun. A? A? Really? So you would say, like in hamburger, it would be, no, that's not, is that the right thing? Hamburger? No, you say hamburger. He. No, you go he. We would say h, as in hamburger, and you go hamburger. I can't do the accent. Margaret says, I also think that Meghan and Harry will have 2 or 3 children. I don't know. I don't know about that one. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, possibly another. But I think we'll be happy with one healthy one. Let's have a look. I'm trying to find something. People thinking that they will go for another baby. William and Catherine I'm talking about. Kirsten Wood says, yes, I think the 2 boys of William look like the Middletons, all too cute. It's really hard to tell, though, until they get, until they hit puberty and really start to take on their adult features. Children can kind of change who they resemble, or you can see lots of different people in there. M. Davis says, I really like this look on you. Thank you. Thank Maluma. I would love to go to Windsor. I really, really would. Lou FR says, the eyes look Middleton and the bottom will... Exactly. So you can see different royals in them, and it's really hard to tell until they get to that point. Nefeta says the moving to Africa story is fake. No, I believe that there is an element of truth in it. I think they are looking at some kind of extended stay up to perhaps 3 months. And I think the press went wild and turned it into 3 years, which was fake. But in terms of having some kind of extended project, extended stay, I think probably 3 months may be likely, but that is in its embryonic stages, and nothing has been decided yet. Yes, I think Louis would look good with hair like mine. Marceli says, can you believe the nasty comments that were posted about the Sussexes? Because the did not say Prince Louis when they sent a bit. Oh my goodness, that's just silly. Oh, H London, thank you. I will check. Thank you so much. Yes, I thought you pronounced a H. Live, Love and Laugh says, I also think Meghan and Harry will have 2 kids. She'll get pregnant in 2 years, I predict. We will have to wait and see. Did I see the sweet video of little girl in the hospital bed asking William about Charlotte? Yes, it was quite clear that the little girl didn't really know kind of who she was speaking to, I don't think. And that was probably quite refreshing to William. And of course, he did say about Charlotte, which was really, really sweet. And you say that William has his mother's touch. I can definitely see in both Harry and William lots of Diana in their mannerisms and how they conduct themselves. Susan says that was a good accent. Really? Hamburger. I can only say hamburger. The Duchess is a good photographer. I wish she would take some pictures when she and William go on tour. That would be amazing. It would. And I'm thinking with the Sussex's Instagram, we will probably see more of that kind of thing going on with theirs, I'm thinking. Thank you for the accent comments. Will I cover the baby Sussex arrival from the Long Walk? No, because I am not an official royal reporter, so I have not been invited. I don't get any of the press releases or anything like that because I'm not press. And to be quite honest, I'm quite happy not to be press. I'm quite happy not to be grouped in that menagerie, to be quite honest. But it would be nice, of course, to be at the Long Walk, but you aren't really going to see much. I mean, you know, that they aren't going to come out with the baby. They're going to come out a couple of days later, probably in a very controlled environment, perhaps inside, you know, one photographer, one video camera, one interviewer. you aren't actually going to see anything from the Long Walk. It's just being close, close to the royals. You aren't actually going to get anything from being there, really, if you look at it that way. But it would be nice to visit Windsor in general, yes. And David says Prince Louis is adorable. I think he looks like Catherine. You can definitely see different royals and Middletons, of course, in him. Thank you to Renee. We'll have to wait and see how they dress baby. I'm just laughing at EAO. I think age would be a concern in having more children. For both duchesses as well, because of course, as you do get older, and I know in your 30s isn't old, but in terms of biological childbearing, it's pushing, those boundaries. I know women have gone on to have babies in their 40s. Who was it who had a baby in their, was it 50s or 60s? Yeah, someone did quite recently. Was it Bridget Nielsen? How old was Bridget Nielsen? And I think did she conceive naturally? And I think she had baby naturally. So it can be done, but the risks do go higher. So age is a consideration, even though, they're still in their 30s and that is not old. Nancy says, if you pay for a comment, does it really get noticed? Yes, because it zooms up on my screen. I can't not notice it. It flashes up. No, I've never been on the Buckingham Palace tour, but I've been outside the gates. I know I will love going to Windsor. Which royal residence is the closest to me? Probably the Palace in London. Probably London. Yeah, London's closest. Because I'm in the middle of England, that is probably the closest. Arnold says, Tamara Hall, sorry, but I have no idea who that is. It must be someone from your country. Just had a baby at 48. My goodness. Congratulations to her. Marge O'Connor says, we say H for a long A, and the soft T and a CH, same as you. I thought as much. Oh, it would be lovely if Catherine took the first picture of baby Sussex, but I think Harry might. He does seem to have a bit of a flair. I have no idea, and it's bugging me senseless when The Crown will be back on Netflix. All I know is, did they say autumn? Did they say autumn? It seems to be taking an awful long time. I'm almost to the point of where I'm thinking there's something up with it. HM the King says, Madonna is bad. She is indeed. Wait till I debut my Madame X look. You think this is bad. Show a close-up of the brooch. It is the Queen Victoria. Not the Queen Victoria. Yes, it's a Prince Albert brooch. I'm getting everything mixed up today. It's the Prince Albert brooch. So I'm hoping you can see. I'm just going to kind of zoom this down a bit. There we go. There we go. I thought I was kind of not really in the frame properly. Am I now in the frame? Yes, I'm in the frame. There we go. I can see now. I'm kind of in frame. Oh, I can't do anything about the sound. Sorry. Refresh. If you're having trouble, refresh. Jan Roberts says, is the trip to Africa a punishment from the Queen? No, most definitely not. They would go of their own volition. And if they do go for a short, prolonged stay, maybe like up to kind of 3 months, it would be to do something that they really want to do, maybe something with conservation or that kind of thing. Lauren Walker says, many women have babies well into their late 40s and early 50s, so you have birth control on the NHS up to age 52. Yes. Exactly. I don't think they would ever move permanently to Africa. Lots of people talking about the age of that women can have children. I would love to go to Windsor. Maybe we should have a meetup. Okay, apparently there's a speech delay. Refresh. I'm sorry, I can't do anything about it. Okay, Margaret says, my prediction for Harry and Meghan is that if they have two of the same sex, they will have a third child. Again, it's purely speculative. We do not know. I'm sorry, I can't do anything about the sound not matching the video. You'll have to make do with it looking like it's being badly dubbed. Oh, apparently they only... Oh, so I have a Midwest American accent. Okay, that's interesting. Ablaze says, Elliot, I've been meaning to ask about the birthday image that was posted by the Duchess of Cambridge. Why would she post a photo that leaves out Meghan and barely includes Harry? What do you mean? About Louis? Why would she include them anyway? She didn't include herself in the Louis photographs. She didn't include William. So why would she include Harry and Meghan in it if she hasn't even included themselves in it? I think you might be looking for something that's just not there. Kirsten Wood says, I'm an American, but I love the current royal family. Catherine is a great role model. Yes, I see a lot of Prince Philip in Harry too. Plead the Fifth says, Michelle Canfield. Catherine is about the same age as Meghan, so if she has a fourth, she'd be 38 or 39. Yes, I mean, like I said, for both of them, you know, it is a factor. Age is a factor. But yes, I agree. I think she could go on to have baby number 2. But let's get baby number 1 first. Oh, delivery room playlist. I have no idea. But I can imagine... Oh, a good song for the delivery room playlist would be Push It by Salt and Pepper. Dun, 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 dun. Push it real good. That would be an amazing one. Kelly says, the speech that William gave in New Zealand brought me to tears. It was beautifully said, and the words he spoke were from the heart. I agree entirely. Marjorie O'Connor says, saying there is one American accent is as wrong as saying there is one accent in the UK. I agree. I don't think I said that there was one accent, did I? Or did someone else say? I was just doing my version of an American accent, which wasn't very good. Rose says, I also read several African countries do not want the Sussexes. Oh, what a load of nonsense. Someone's always going to moan somewhere about something. Dee Dee says, does anyone still care what Piers says? No, so we're not going to talk about him. Annette says, do you think all the hoopla surrounding the Dukes of Sussex is affecting what the Queen will or won't do? No, because the Queen is a very wise woman. She doesn't listen to noise. Katura says, the British press is awful. I wouldn't want to be a part of them either. Well, not all of them. I mean, there are some good people there. But I just the thought of being on the long walk, stuck with them in their midst. No. No. Oh, I can't do a Canadian. I can barely do an American accent, so I can't do Canadian. I'm trying to... No, I can't. I like being independent, being an independent. I don't like being part of the press. I don't want to be. I'm quite happy just being me. I mean, can you imagine me on a royal engagement with Charles and Camilla? I'd be like, Camilla, you can't leave me here with that lot. Take me with you on your buggy under your parasol. Don't leave me with them. We'll go off and we'll have a cup of tea and a cake. Don't leave me with them. Was it Brigitte Nielsen? I think she had a baby and she was close to 60. Was she 50 or 60? I don't know. Janet Jackson had a baby at 50. Yes, I know she did. I forgot about Janet. Windsor Castle grounds look so beautiful. They do indeed. Yes, Janet. Lots of people saying Janet Jackson had a baby at 50. I don't think Highgrove would be closer. Would it be closer? It might be. It might be. And I'm just thinking in terms of distance. It might be. Ooh, a 60-year-old in America had triplets and a 70-year-old had a baby too. My goodness. She must have had a womb with a view. A lot of people talking about how, okay, I know there's lag. I know there's lag in it. Just ignore it. Refresh. Keep trying to refresh. The Queen had a baby at 93. Forget 40. But yes, she's expecting next year. She's 93 years young. She's got a whole life ahead of her. I'm sorry if I'm out of sync. Oh, I have a donation. H London has donated $50. Thank you. Elliot, here is to a weekend in Windsor. I love that city and the castle is breathtaking. Have a great experience. Thank you so much. Wow, thank you for the donation. It really does help. Thank you so much. You get, of course, a fan flap. And a suspender flap. Oh, they pinged. Thanks for the close-up. You are welcome. What's on my arm? It's just a band. It's a look. It's just a look. See? Just a band. You dare me to wear this in public? Where would you like me to wear it? 8M the King says, take off the glasses and suspenders and you could be Freddie Mercury. Oh, and the tiara. Well, that's a lot off. I'm not taking anything off. I'm not taking anything off today. No, I do not believe that Meghan is going to raise a baby without nannies, because that would be impossible. That would be absolutely, completely impossible with the workload that they've got, which both of them have got, with going on their away days, going on foreign tours. It would be impossible. So that most definitely is not true. CB says 35 is considered AMA, advanced maternity age, as a geriatric pregnancy. I can't get my words out today. These may make me look intelligent, but they actually don't work. I have heard about that. Chances of having children with genetic changes, premature birth. Yes, like I said, it does increase with age. 35 is not old. I know, because I'm that age myself. So I know it's not old. But in terms of pregnancy, things can start to, you know, not as good as they were. But it can be done. Oh, thank goodness I'm back in sync, apparently. I know, yes, these shows do have long breaks, but I really want to see this new series of The Crown. Thank you to Deborah. Sandra says, a stable time, 3 to 4 months in Africa could really stabilise the Commonwealth and give the Sussexes time away. It's not like they couldn't come back. Of course they could come back. But I think 3 months is probably most likely. Julie Miller has donated $5. Thanks for the good videos. Thank you so much. You get a fan flap. And I am giving out today suspender flaps as well. Let's hope my elastic doesn't ping. Can you imagine if my elastic snapped? Nefeta Pri says, I like Queen Victoria better than the Crown we see on season. Oh, I'm loving Victoria at the moment. I got it wrong. I was actually on episode 4 last week. So this week, of course, is episode 5. We are, for some reason, behind in the UK in getting Victoria. I have no idea why, but I am really enjoying this series. Yes, please send me to the palace. The only problem is you can't film from inside it. Yay, I'm back in sync, apparently. Thank goodness for that. I would love to go to Windsor. I know people are saying that they'd like to send me. Yes, someone else. Live, Love and Laugh says, I heard last week that the Crown will come back in the fall. Autumn? Really? I've been waiting for ages. That's too long. Really? If you could interview one member of the royal family, who would it be and why? Oh, Camilla. I think she'd be so much fun. I could see me and Camilla having a cup of tea, and I think Charles and Camilla have a lot of fun. A lot of, when I say naughty fun, I don't mean what you think. I think what you think. I mean, like, I think they just have such a naughty sense of humor, and I think they laugh at just like weird noises and all kinds of things. I think they would be a scream to be around in private. I think they really, really would. And you get to see glimpses of it when they're on tour, when they break down in uncontrollable laughter. There's a lot of personal stuff going on there that that there's something about. And so I think she'd be good. I would also like to interview Princess Michael of Kent. I think she'd be very interesting. Sarah, Duchess of York, would also be another that I think would be really interesting. Yes, I would. Sarah Chateau would be another good one. Princess Margaret's daughter. Goodbye, book princess. Have a good night. Dee Dee says, oh no, you're talking to someone else. That's fine. Michelle's laughing at Salt and Pepper Push It. That would be an amazing track, wouldn't it? Or Destiny's Child Bootylicious. That would be another good one. PJR says, okay, let's light the torches and get the pitchforks. We need to storm Frogmore Cottage to find out what's going on. We want to know. We demand. We want to know. Yes, with the size of the baby, she will need to push. Definitely. Push it. Hello to Catherine. Marcelia says, Chris Shipp of ITV was the person who said the Duchess of Sussex was scheduled to have the baby yesterday. How did he know? I don't think he does know, is the short answer. Oh, Ablaze says, apologies, I should have said it was the photos posted for the Queen's birthday. It had the Queen, William, Catherine, and Harry was mostly hidden behind William. I can't remember the photo. I'll have to go back and check in a moment. I can't remember. Alicia says, Becky Mungo, the royal family doesn't announce the due dates of pregnant royals. That is true. Although there was a leak last time. Camilla Tominey did, for some reason, get Catherine's due date. As far as I'm aware, no one's actually spotted Doria just yet. We have another donation. Christine Suckup, $50 for Windsor. My goodness, thank you so much. You guys, you really don't need to. Thank you so much. Wow. Thank you to you. And you get an elastic ping. My elastic's getting some right pinging today. Thank you so much. You guys are the sweetest. Oh, Dee Dee says, I think once the baby's born, they will play Meghan's favourite happy song, I Want to Dance with Somebody by Whitney Houston. Is that her favourite song? I didn't know that. I love that one. Yeah, I want to dance with somebody. I want to feel the heat with somebody, yeah. Oh, I want to dance with somebody. With somebody who loves me. Yeah. Megan, if you're watching, that's my song to you. If that's your favourite song. I didn't know that. HN the King says, baby was born an hour ago, but they can't announce it because Her Majesty only works 9 to 5. What a way to make a living. Working 9 to 5. What a way to make a living. Yes. Yes, Jamie, that is fake news. Meghan has not had the baby. Don't get people worked up. Mrs. BSN says, there are many dialects on the US. So to say you are doing an accent to the US as well, I have no idea what I'm imitating. It's just, I had no idea. But people are saying it sounded Midwest. Okay. Although I always thought I'd probably be a Texan if I was American, because I like big hair. The higher the hair, the closer to God. Yes, doing it for Jesus. Rose says, do you think the negative press Meghan receives in the UK will cause problems between Harry and Meghan? No, because they know what the truth is. So no. Will I watch Harry and Meghan becoming royal? Oh, these sorts of programs I'm so skeptical about, or movies, whatever they are, because they often just get things totally wrong, and it just annoys me. And maybe I'll start it, but whether I'll continue it, I don't know. Yes, Dolly working 9 to 5. Thank you to Rose. Yes, the Queen pours herself a cup of ambition, because we all know that Queen Elizabeth is a goddess amongst women here on earth. She is fabulous, and nobody will equal her majesty. What's happening with Charles and Camilla these days? They have been laying low. I think it's all to do with Easter. I think they are enjoying an Easter break, and of course, Camilla does have her own family, and she keeps her own home as well, Ray Mill. So I'd imagine that she's been spending a lot of time with her grandchildren over Easter. So I just think they've been low a little bit. Candice says, tip for you. I like tips. Canadians in the Pacific Northwest sound just like the Americans in the Pacific Northwest. Well, I have no idea what Americans in the Pacific Northwest sound like. I can't pinpoint it. Do we have another donation? Retta Webb, $50 for the Windsor. My goodness, you guys! Oh my goodness! Thank you so much. You guys are the best. You get a. My elastic is definitely going to snap tonight. Thank you so much, guys. Oh, you really shouldn't. Thank you. Cat Lover says, do you think we'll ever see photos of the inside of Frogmore Cottage? Yes, I think in terms like they aren't going to post on Instagram, like an MTV Cribs. Here's my living room. Come through me saloon doors. Here's me fridge. We're not going to get that type of tour, I don't think. But in terms of if they do take photographs of baby Sussex, for example, at home, we may see a little bit of background, maybe. So we may see it a little bit through background. Sometimes as well in Kensington Palace in Nottingham Cottage, Harry did interviews from inside. So sometimes a TV crew may go in and you might just see like a little narrow bit of room behind him. So maybe we could see a little bit of something in terms of background, but we aren't going to get like an MTV Cribs type tour. They aren't going to be posting, here's my new toilet. Let's take a picture for Instagram. We aren't going to get that. So I would love it. Meghan, if you want to share a picture of your loo, please do. Let's get a picture. Yes. Good angle of the loo. Please do, because, it will get millions of views, but I don't think that's going to happen. I have another donation. H.A. Bracken, $14.99. Thank you so much, guys. Guys, I'm working tonight. Guys, thank you. Thank you so much. And you get a ping too. Angela says, in the lounge room or the dining room? Womb. A womb with a view, yes. Pamela says, labour and delivery are in a large part inherited. How your mum gave birth is often how you do. If you're a daughter, so if Doria had an easy time, it increases chances. I have no idea what time Doria had. I wasn't there. No, as far as I'm aware, I don't think Doria's been spotted. I think I've answered the who would I interview question. Am I a full-time YouTuber now? Yes. 7 Lily says, Meghan herself said at the end of April, beginning of May, so that would suggest due this week. Yeah, any time from now up until very early May, I would say. No, I wouldn't like to be pregnant in the 60s and 70s. I wouldn't like to be pregnant now. There's no room. Where would it fit? Charlotte says, thank you for a nice chat. You are the only one I trust with info, not even reading the other news pretenders. The tiaras are fun. Thank you. We've spoken about will baby have titles. Dee Dee says, we need to chat. If you take a trip to Windsor, I have a bunch of points for any Marriott hotel. Wow, really? I'm sure all of us would love to watch that video. The Marriott sounds amazing. Thank you. Yes, thank you to the moderators for doing a great job. And I think I've answered the who would I interview. Hello to Gail. Where can the wall art be put? Oh, that's old. I think it was from Argos. Nothing fancy here. It was from Argos, a catalogue shop. Yes. Thank you to Pamela. Yeah, she does look like she's 23, but not. I mean, you know. Catherine's laughing. They don't work to make you smile. No. I agree. Both duchesses are in fine fettle. If they were horses, they would be classed as fine fillies. And racing for the Queen. I agree. 35 is not old. It's not. 35 is old. That's baloney, sir. Is Queen Victoria on Netflix? I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I've got Netflix. I don't think so. Yes, suspender snaps. Jeff says, my hairy chest is showing. That's part of the look. Maluma does it. So I'm going for the Maluma look. Oh, Laurie Clark's got some information. Apparently there's a site called Unofficial Royalty. I didn't know about that one. Saying that Peter's children do hold dual citizenship, making them the first Canadians in the line of succession. Take it for what it's worth. Okay, I don't know how they've got that information. So just something to be aware of. I would love a meet and greet in Windsor. I'll show you my castle. Yes, it's a very long wait for the crown. Elderly Poodle says, yes, Camilla would open up with her humour. Well, if you give her a few drinkies, I think she'd be a bit loose with the tongue. Oh, apparently Victoria previous seasons are available on Prime. Oh, yes. I mean, I didn't say I'd like to interview the Queen because the Queen does not do interviews, but if you could, that would be amazing. Queen Elizabeth is a goddess. Hey, the King says, book that trip to Windsor before I bring my guillotine. I am not being chopped. Let them eat cake. Yes, I think Camilla definitely would be fun. And Sarah would be a hoot. She'd be a hooty hoot. Thank you to Eve, who says I'm looking rather spiffy and regal. Thank you. I'm not quite sure what the look is called, but it's my Maluma look. Does it look good? I don't really know. I just bunged it all on. Yes, I think Victoria is a great name for a baby and very royal as well. Alicia says, where can I donate for your trip to Windsor? It's Super Chat. It's the little button at the bottom right here on the chat scroll. On my mobile phone, it's right there anyway. Marcelia says, wishing all of you a wonderful Sunday. I will check your other channel tomorrow. Yes, I do have another channel, Elliot's British Life, and I'm currently filming something that's taking a few days to film, which I'll be posting on there very soon. Oh, Rose says, Prince Charles has grown into his ears and become an attractive elder statesman. I like his ears. What's nothing wrong with his ears? I like his ears. They're cute. Maria Barr says, Charles and Camilla have learned how to take things in their stride and just enjoy their work. Good for them. Age usually teaches you what's really important. And they love each other very much, which always helps. PP says, who knows if you could have the opportunity to make those interviews? I would love it. I really would. I would just like... See, I wouldn't really like a straightforward interview format. If I was going to do something, it definitely wouldn't be a straightforward sit-down interview situation where I just ask a load of questions. That is boring, and it doesn't really appeal to me anyway. I would like to like spend a day with a royal and just kind of like go about their business with them, and you know, have a little nosy in their fridge and see what the downstairs loo looks like, and you know, maybe try on their tiaras and that kind of thing. That's the sort of thing that I would maybe lounge on their bed with them and have a natter, share a cup of tea by the fire, that kind of thing. That would probably be my interview technique. Yes, Princess Alexandra would also. Any of the older generation would be fabulous to interview. Do I have any name ideas? I'm still championing Marina for a girl, although Elizabeth, I think, is in the running as well, and I'd quite like Victoria. As for a boy, I'm thinking Philip. I'm definitely thinking Philip. I'm not sure in terms of drive for Windsor. London's about 3.5, 4 hours. So Windsor, about 3 hours probably, something like that. Glennis has donated $10. Keep up the great commentary. Thank you so much to you. For you. You get a fan flap and my suspenders are flapping, pinging today. Bing! Thank you so much. I'll have bruises. It depends. Train costs vary. It depends if you can get a good return deal and which train line you go with. How about Elton John's The Circle of Life? I do like that one. It always makes me cry. I'm not singing that one. Lisa's now going to have the song Push It in her head all day. Sorry, I'm sorry. That is a good delivery song, I have to say. Sandy says, you heard that Prince Harry's going to hire Princess Diana's former nanny. Oh, why? Why would you want that? Just get a new one. No, I don't think that's true. I think, again, it's just one of these fake stories that comes up. But we will know soon enough, I think, whoever they've chosen. But I don't think it's an older nanny. I think it'll be someone new who they want. People laughing at my push it dance. We have another donation from Darlene, £24.99. Thank you so much, guys. Guys, thank you. You get a fan flap too. Thank you so much. And of course, my shoulders can't take it much more. And a ping. Thank you so much. I would love to go to Windsor. I really would. Did I miss a $5 donation one? Did I? Oh, well, it's gone from my screen. But if you did donate and I've missed you, thank you so much. So I will give you a fan flap. Thank you so much. People laughing at the karaoke. If you give me a song, I'm likely to sing it. Yes, no baby yet. Live Love Laugh says, isn't that the song I Want to Dance with Somebody that they danced to at the reception? It very well could be. Southern Belle says, you think I sounded Southern? I would love to show you St. George's Chapel. Whatever you can film at. Pink Roses in Texas says, you can come on down. I think I'd be a Texan. Stephanie says, yes, always for Jesus in Texas. Doing it for Jesus. Jan Roberts says, if I were to send a present for Harry's baby, where would I send it? I would send it to Buckingham Palace. Now that they've moved office. Joe Bob says if she had twins, she could sing "Ooh Baby Baby" by Smokey Robinson and the Miracles. Ooh, Britney does "Ooh Baby Baby." Yes, Windsor Castle does look gorgeous. Lisa Singer's laughing at Big Hair and doing it for Jesus. I would love to go to Windsor for Queen Victoria's 200th birthday. She's a very old lady. Jamie says, "Wowie, wowie, wow." Apparently, on my sign, goddess looks like an E. That's because I overwrote it because it rubbed off from last week. So let me correct. G-O-D-D E. Is that better? I've rewrote my E. Does that look better? Queen Elizabeth is a goddess. There we go. Put the pen down. Ooh, I can do I'll do another one. Hang on. Okay, I'm just rubbing something off. I'm going to write something else on my paddle. Because we're doing it for Jesus. In Texas. There we go. We've corrected my goddess sign. Okay, I will go to Windsor. Thank you. Thank you so much. Peter Yard says, I would love to see Meghan do well with her Labour. You're hoping it will be serene water birth with those who love her around her. Send up great thoughts to the clouds, everyone. Again, yes, I agree. I think everyone's just happy as long as baby is healthy. And Meghan is okay and good and safe and well as well. Yes, Dee. Major donations today. Thank you guys. You guys are so kind. Thank you. Ain't that says, look at all that loot he's racking up, and he didn't even have to twerk for it. Yes, no stanky leg today. And no whip nays. H.A. Bracken says it's working. Yeah, I've been trying to send you money for a month. Oh, thank you. Thank you for persevering. Yes, I need to start packing my bags. And yes, I do. I'll pack my crown. Amy says, oh my God, so when are you going to Windsor? I will have to find out when Jason can go with me. Magna says it's not tea we'd be having with Camilla. No, I think she'd have a little drinky ready, wouldn't she? She'd have a little drinky poo ready. Yes, it's my new prop, snapping suspenders. I don't mind you getting silly. That's fine. I have no idea how the money comes out. These could all be meaningless. I have no clue. Do you have to put your credit card on? I don't know. Like, literally, these could all be meaningless. I have no idea. People could just donate like $2,000 and it could just be nothing. But it's the thought that counts, so thank you. Live, Love and Laugh says, be our correspondent from the Long Walk for Baby Sussex. 214 books must be good for that trip. But I'd have to sit with those journalists. And I've not been invited anyway. Would I please do an American accent again? I had to refresh. All I said was hamburger. When you get your hamburger, you know, and you just kind of, I don't know how to do an American accent. I really don't. And I have no idea what I'm even doing right now. What American accent is this? I have no idea. No, seriously. Yeah, it is what it is. PB says, I think Elliot didn't see the last. No, I've just seen lots of 50s. Cat Lover said 50 Windsor. Did I say thank you to you? Thank you so much. It's a sea of 50s. Thank you. Thank you to my sea of 50s. Ping. And I have no idea if you've even signed up with them. I have no idea even if they're going to come through. But thank you. It is the thought that counts. Even if they don't, it's the thought that counts. So thank you. Yes, I've just seen Cat Lover's donation. Thank you for telling me, informing me. I'm literally just seeing a sea of 50s on my screen at the top. Oh, Kendra donated $1.99, but it's come through as 801. I have no idea what that means, but thank you so much to you. You get a fan flap too. Oh, and did Cat Lover get a suspender flap? And another one for you, Kendra. Oh, hang on. Ablaze says, off topic, if you are a Game of Thrones fan, I have never watched Game of Thrones. I am sorry to disappoint you, but I have not. H.M. the King says, getting a picture in St. George's Chapel is like getting a picture in Fort Knox. I wouldn't even try it. That's what I mean. Seriously, some of these places, you can get lots of exterior footage, but to get footage from inside is so difficult. Southern Bell says, your outfit has a PG-13 rating. Meow. I'm fully clothed. You see more than this at the beach. Thank you very much. Or rather less than this on the beach. When's my birthday? August the 4th, the same as Meghan's and the same as the late Queen Mother's. It's a royal birthday. Where do I get the tiaras? Oh, this one was from a different site. I can't. Oh, what was it? I forgot the name. It's gone. What would I ask the Queen? I would ask the Queen, what has been her most memorable moment during her reign? And what was most funny moment? I think I've caught up with a donation. Did I do Pat Long's donation of $10? I really have no idea now what I've done. If they pop up, I say them. Thank you so much. Literally, I have no idea who I've missed at the moment. Margaret says, I hope everyone will accept the challenge of doing an act of kindness in the name of baby Sussex when the baby is born. I hope so too. A random act of kindness would be good. Catherine's laughing at my glasses comment. Oh, I can hear a cat coming in. It's Molly. Hello, Molly. She says, aren't you done yet in my living room? I want to come and sit down, Daddy. Well, come here then. Come here. Come on. I gotcha. I gotcha. Hey, come on. Say hello to everybody. Hello. You want to run off, don't you? Hello. Go on then. Oh. She says, hurry up. I want my room back. Okay, apparently Victoria is on Prime. So there we go. Apparently scroll to the bottom of the chat. Yes, I'm very far behind, so you have to put up with me being a bit behind. Okay. Sorry if I am so far behind. Palmer Stevens says, the new toilet, I want to see it. I want to see their toilet. Who would not want to see their toilet? Molly, what are you doing? She's back. She's now nuzzling. She's nuzzling my box down below. Yes, she's with friend. Yes. What about Molly for a name? They could call baby. Oh, I'm just giving her a little stroke. She's flopped on the floor in front of me. Says, Daddy, hurry up. Lots of people giving baby name suggestions. Ablaze would like Margaret comes to mind. Claire Green says, did you get my little girl's postal order? She's been doing housework to help you get to do more chats. No. Did you send it to my PO box? I need to go to my box and check because they don't send me a message or a text if there's anything in there. So I have to randomly just go and see if something's in there. I've not been for a few weeks, so I will need to go and check. I know people are mentioning all the donations. I hope I've caught up. Live, Love and Laugh says, to be honest, Marina, Harry's cousin is named Marina. She was an alcoholic and a druggie. I'm sure baby Sussex won't turn out to be like that, but I do like the name Marina. Okay. I know people are still on about the 50 donation, but I think did I catch up with that? I'm just going through. I think I've done Cat Lovers. I've done Retta's. I've done Chris. Did I do Christine's? I think I've done them all now, haven't I? Okay, people saying thank you. That looks like an E. Darlene says this is a nice long chat. I'm ordering pizza. Always get pizza. DD's laughing at full Jesus. You've got to put the accent in, haven't you? How do I know it's a water with? I don't. No one does. I was just reading a comment. Yes, the chat is hyper today. It must be the suspenders. It's bringing out a bit of do the shake. It's bringing out that in everybody. Doing it for Jesus. And Mrs. Spears then says, attach screenshots in Facebook of the group of the donations you missed. Okay, thank you. I will. Okay, shall I go now and check? I know I'm behind, so I don't know if I have missed any, whether I've caught up or what. I seriously have no idea. What have I done now? Hang on, bear with me a second. Okay, I'm in the group. I can't see any post from anybody. Ugh. Hang on, can I see? Barbara posted something. Becky posted something. No, I can't see anything yet. So I'm going to go back and just carry on and hope that I've got everybody. I think there's lots of paparazzi in Windsor skulking around right now, as I predicted. Live, Love and Laugh says, if Meghan's grandmother was alive, she would be over the moon about her granddaughter. Of course she would. Dee says, no, the donations are real. You have to enter a credit card. Okay, thank you so much, guys. That's an awful lot. Thank you so much. Sonya T says, we just say burger. Burger. Oh, apparently that's a Valley accent I've been having. Okay. Oh, no, I've gone from a Midwest to a Valley girl. Imagine me being a Valley girl. Like, seriously. Do a Southern... Oh, I'm trying to think how Jerry Hall speaks. She's got the Southern Texas drawl. Jerry Hall has got the Southern Texas drawl. See, I can't do it. Lisa says, hi, Elliot. Love you. You're so funny. I'm subscribed to this channel. And that was appalling, wasn't it? And your other channel. And I love that channel. Davis says, you need to say something like, and I want fries with that. And I want fries. I'd like a hamburger and a fries. And I'd like fries with that, please, sir. Sir, I would like fries with that, sir. That reminds me of when I went to New York in 2005. Okay, I've just got off the plane. Literally just, I'm walking through, before they do the passport check. And there was this woman, and she was shouting at us. She went, not to me, she went to someone else in front of me. She went, sir, hurry up, sir. Keep it moving, sir. Keep moving, sir. I was like, I want to go home. My goodness, she was scary. Sir, keep it moving. I was like, I'm getting back on the plane, thank you. Apparently people are saying it. The money is real, but you have to verify your card. Okay. HM the King says, more money flying here than in 1920s burlesque. Well, we can do that. Yeah, no, we can get on down. No stanky leg today. Gemma says the accent was amazeballs. I'm an East Coast American. I heard some West Virginia in that. I'm flip-flopping all over America today. Live, Love and Laugh says, I was expecting you to sing Do the Stanky Leg. Do the stanky leg. Do the stanky leg. No. Susan Orr says, there are a couple of travel bloggers who were invited by Disney to cruise and experience. Yes, I've heard that they are. There are some park special occasions and picked up expenses. Talk to Lucy Worsley to see. Oh, I like her. If that could be arranged, that would be amazing. Yes. Lynn says, no, we already had Elizabeth the Great, Elizabeth the First. Elizabeth, I'm down with Elizabeth the First. Oh, yes, spy glasses. I could record secretly. A bit like this. I go in and say, right, I'm in St. George's Chapel. It's more like the Terminator. Oh, it's that woman in America. Move on, sir. Move on. Okay, I'm moving on. Give me a chance. I've got to pick up my matching luggage. Stephanie A. Dory says, when I come to the UK, I'll teach you to speak Southern Belle American. It's all about the South. I would love to speak Southern Belle. Pink Rose in Texas says, but you are so entertaining, it won't matter. Katie says, how much have I donated? I have no idea. It doesn't tell me until, like, it doesn't tell me. It pops up and then that's it. It pops away. Baby will come when baby's ready. I know people are saying that they've been checking their phones all the way through the night. Bethany Gold says, I managed to get a sneaky shot of the altar at St. George's Chapel. It's beautiful. Well, I'm glad they didn't see you. Rose says, when I visited St. George's Chapel, it was very dark inside. I believe Megan mentioned this in a prep for the wedding. Well, yeah, I mean, it is an old an old church building. No, I would love to go to the V&A to see the Queen Victoria's tiaras and jewels. I would love to. Oh, apparently August the 4th is Obama's birthday too. Wow, it's a busy day. People saying hello to Molly. Ken says it says $1.99, but I wanted to donate 10. I have no idea what that is going to do, and it doesn't break it down to me either. It just tells me when about 2 days later, it calculates what a video, if there was any donations, what they were for that video, and it doesn't give me a breakdown of who. It just puts it all together in one big lump. So I'm afraid I won't be able to tell you a breakdown. If I were you, I'd actually contact YouTube yourself, because they will probably be able to tell you what's gone through and what hasn't, but I don't get that information. Linda says they will make a comparison between Meghan and Harry's baby, and of course they will, but we are going to be sensible and we're not going to look at it, are we? Where's my yeah, we're going to tell them to move on. That's what we're going to tell them. Sandy says, I have a weird feeling baby's here. I don't think so. And I don't think so because they did say to the press they would notify when Meghan's in labour. And I think to go against that probably wouldn't be a good thing to do. It wouldn't make them look good if they kind of went against that, I don't think. So seeing as they've told the press they will inform once she goes into labour, I think they will stick to their word. I think they are honourable people. And I think they will stick to what they said they were going to do. So that's what makes me think baby is not here at the moment. Jamie says, who collects the money? Where are you? I send out, you know, those big burly men that go and collect the money. That's what I do. Yes, I love the idea of an act of kindness too. Did I miss Cornwall 59's donation of $1.99? Thank you so much. I think they're all pinging up so quickly, so I may have missed one or two. Thank you so much to you, Cornwall. Ping. Ooh, there we go. Shaky, shaky. Where do you find my PO box address? It's in the description of this video. Will I go live when the royal baby arrives? Yes, most definitely. People giving Molly some lovely comments. Thank you. Cynthia says, I'm American in Texas. Is there a difference between Windsor Cottage and Windsor House? Yes. Windsor, the Windsor, do you mean Frogmore House? Frogmore House is the big one where they had the wedding reception. That's the one where they show you the photo of in a lot of these other video channels and they get it wrong. Frogmore Cottage is a lot smaller, although it's still big. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily call it a cottage. What I'm in is a cottage. What they're in is sort of like mini mansion size. But yes, Frogmore Cottage is close to Frogmore House, but they are different. Gemma says, I need to put my shades on and shield my eyes from all that suspender sass. Gitanjali says, is there a toilet rectangle like the one in Highclere Castle? I have no idea. Megan, take a photo. We really want to see. Goodbye to PJR. Afri Slowy? Afri Slowy says, can you say hello? I can indeed. Hello. I will plan a trip to Windsor. Dee says, the name Victoria Diana Elizabeth is the first female name I've heard so far that you like. But she may sneak in Jeanette. She may. Lisa L. Groom says, that's a good Jerry Hall impression. Was it really? I have no idea how you put money on a baby's name. I don't do betting. I'm not a betting person. Goodbye to Anne. Apparently, I did the Southern drawl okay. Kelly says you should hear me doing a British accent. I would love to. You can post videos like that on the Royal Review and Friends. You can even go live. You can go live. You can post videos. You can do all kinds of things. I would love to hear your British accents. No, baby has not been bought yet. John August says New Yorkers are scary. That one was scary. Coffee Ortiz says yes, sounds just like New York. Was indeed. Claire Green says, well done for being yourself and not letting any nasty people decide how you should behave. You might know who said that they were not coming back. Yes. I have just seen her name in the chat room. Really? I may have missed that. But yes, there was a nasty comment which I pinned to my last video, which I'm sure you may have seen. You want my Union Jack? Well, apparently some people have said it looks like a coffin drape. How dare they? It's not a coffin drape. My goodness. Definitely not a coffin drape. And Davis says, and now burlesque. I want some of what he's having. Goodbye to Ninova. Candice says, you ought to have been on Broadway. Thank you. Palmerly Stevens has the same birthday as Harry Potter and J.K. Rowling. Black Aristo says New Yorkers are tough. This woman, this lady, this beast was very tough. I was petrified. What's this talk about special cruise? Oh, I would love to do a UK cruise. There is a tour of the British Isles which sails from Southampton. I would love to do that. No, I've never watched Killing Eve. Annette says, since it's past April the 21st, can we assume that Her Majesty did not recommend Prince Harry for the membership of the Order of the Garter? I've not heard anything. Claire Green has started sleeping with the radio on in case she misses any news. My goodness. Rory's outside. It's actually been very windy. We've had a storm Hannah, and Hannah has been very gusty and she's blown things over. But Rory loves it in the greenhouse with Brian, so he's been there. Caroline Dubois says, I went to the Bloody Tower, that's in London, by the way, in the Tower of London, and saw the Royal Sceptre and Crown. Then I bought me a charm for your bracelet. Oh, lovely. John Roberts says, if you come to Texas, you must have some barbecue. Now, I like barbecue food, as in if you're like cooking a sausage or something on a barbecue. But the one taste I hate, except besides avocados, which of course are now banned, I hate barbecue sauce. I can't stand barbecue sauce or anything with a smoked taste. I hate it. EAO said that New Yorkers can do something bad to you. Candice thinks that Diana will be honoured in some way, in the name. Hello to Colette. Okay. Rose doesn't want a toilet picture. Catherine says, I'll create one. Hashtag baby Sussex act of kindness. Parmalee Stevens, thank you so much. If I've not said thank you yet, I've gotten lost with the thank yous. HM the King says, why do you want to see their toilet? I can send you a picture of my toilet. Same thing. I want to see a royal toilet. I have a picture of a royal toilet from the royal train carriage, which I made a video on. So do go and check that out. Oh, I think we're just about okay for time. Hang on, I'm just kind of skipping down a little bit. Yes, the water is rough in the British Isles. Deb Doody says, I'm curious for your opinion. I've read Philip wishes to be buried at Frogmore. So what about the Queen? Do you suspect they will? I'm sure they're going to be buried in St George's. I think there was 2 spaces left in the tomb and in the crypt. And I think there are 2 spaces for the Queen and Philip in St George's Chapel, I do believe. Bassani Gold says, I have a link which shows the cottage and I was quite surprised. It looks lovely. Yes, I mean, it's definitely not what I would call cottage, but it's a lot smaller than the Frogmore house. Oh, I hate anything smoky barbecue. Ugh. HM the King says, if you don't like anything smoky, then I guess you and Princess Margaret wouldn't have gotten along. Thank you to Claire Green. Kimberly says, we both have a Molly, but you have Windsor donations. I do. Thank you. Apparently 671 watching. Hello to everyone watching. I would love to cruise on the Britannia. I think that's a P&O ship. Oh, no, I can't stand anything smoky. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Now, there was a few other things I wanted to mention before I go. So, of course, Harry and Catherine were at the Anzac Day service together because William was in New Zealand. And I covered that quite extensively on the channel, so I'm not going to go into too much about that. On Sunday, we had the Easter Sunday service. Again, I covered that quite extensively. So unless you have any pressing questions, say them now. But I'm going to move on from that one. Oh, yes. And of course, I wanted to mention something which is controversial. So I'm just going to read something. Let's just log in. It's not like me to be controversial, is it? So we know that there is going to be a state visit by the President of the United States of America and Mrs. Trump. So this is from the actual royal website, which I'm reading from. So I've got to cover it because it happened this week. And I know it's been very controversial. But like I said in my pop-up live chat, this is going to be a big royal event. So, of course, I am going to be covering it. But I'm going to be covering it as honestly, openly, matter-of-factly, unbiased as I possibly can, because I know that that it is a hot topic, a divisive topic. I'm aware of that. So, but it is happening. And like I said in my previous chat, I am not an ostrich. I do not bury my head in the sand and just ignore things. We tackle it and we just say what goes on. So let's read the official release. So further details of the state visit programme will be announced in due course. President Trump and Mrs. Trump previously joined the Queen for tea at Windsor Castle in July of 2018. The Queen has hosted 2 previous state visits from the Presidents of the United States of America. President George W. Bush and Mrs. Bush made a state visit to the UK in November 2003. And President Barack Obama and Mrs. Obama made a state visit to the UK in May 2011. Several other presidents of the United States of America have visited the Queen during Her Majesty's reign. President Eisenhower paid a visit to the Queen at Balmoral Castle in 1959. President and Mrs. Kennedy dined with the Queen and the Duke of Edinburgh at Buckingham Palace in June 1961. President Nixon had lunch with the Queen and the Duke of Edinburgh at Buckingham Palace in February 1969. President and Mrs. Reagan made an official visit to the UK in June of 1982. President George Bush Sr. and Mrs. Bush had lunch with the Queen and the Duke of Edinburgh in June 1989. And President and Mrs. Clinton visited the Queen in 1995 and in December of 2000. The Queen and the Duke of Edinburgh have made 4 state visits to the USA during Her Majesty's reign. In October 1957 to visit President Eisenhower, in July 1976 for the US bicentennial, and that was under President Ford, in May 1991 under President Bush, and in May 2007 under President George W. Bush. So I wanted to read that just to, put out that statement, and also to make the point that these visits are completely normal, and it has happened in such a long line of presidents, and of course the Queen has reciprocated and made state visits to the USA too. So there we have it. Oh my goodness, another donation. Barbara Thompson, $60 enjoying your channel. Thank you so much, Barbara. You get a big fan flap. Thank you so much. And a ping from me to you. Thank you. Let's go up slightly. Hang on. No, don't send me barbecue sauce. Sandy Pun says, check out the videos about US tax on Facebook group. I will later. Thank you so much. The Ravin says, Elliot needs to sing Do You Want to Ride in My Mercedes by Pebbles. I don't know that one. I'll have to look it up. Nancy says, try a rub instead of sauce. No avocados, I'd die. I so love watching your videos. I especially love your live chats. Thank you. Thank you, Barbara. Yes, thank you, Barbara. People are clapping. I know the Mercedes-Benz song by Janis Joplin. Do a little dance. Okay, we'll do a dance for Barbara. Shall we do the stanky leg? Do the stanky leg. Do the stanky leg. I know you couldn't see the leg, but it was being very stanky. Yeah, thank you, EAO. Do a twerk. I did the stanky leg. I will look up. Okay, no, Jamie, you can look up hotels in Windsor. You're better at that than me. It didn't say, Christina, that President Johnson visited the Queen. It didn't say that on the list, so I'm assuming no. Thank you, Margaret. We can get the group to vote on what hotel you stay in. Yes. Maria Barr says, we understand that you will cover the state visit, but could you pretty please not mention it often, as it is distasteful to be remarked. Well, I mean, like I say, it is what it is, and some people are supporters and some people are not, but it is happening, and if things come up that we need to speak about, it will be covered. No, Barbara, not even for $100 will I be eating Texas barbecue sauce. I hate it. I really do hate barbecue sauce in general. People laughing. No smoked avocados and no barbecue sauce. Leslie says you dance like the American. Do I? Oh, apparently Omi Scobie also got a Mercedes Jeep. Well, great minds think alike. Thank you. What royal family members will attend the state? Well, they haven't announced anything yet in terms of who, but I'm expecting probably Charles and Camilla too, obviously the Queen. We may see William and Catherine. We may see Harry go as well. Whether we'll see Meghan remains to be seen. Of course, she will be officially on maternity. Terry Young says, encore, stanky leg. No encore for the stanky leg. Oh my goodness, look at the time. I'm going to have to go, unless there's anything else that I forgot. No, I think we're okay. So, of course, I will let you know any updated information about baby Sussex and Meghan's labour when she goes into it. Of course, I will. You know I will. So make sure you hit the notification bell so that if I do a live pop-up at any point, that hopefully you'll be notified of that. Please, of course, make sure you are subscribed to this channel. And I will be live next week, Saturday at 10 o'clock GMT, the usual time. Please make sure you also subscribe to my other channel, Elliot's British Life. The link is in the description because I'm going to be adding some videos next week, which I've been taking a few days to film. And you'll see why they've taken a few days to film. I will also tomorrow be premiering my weekly vlog. So if you want to know more about what I've been up to in the week in my personal life, then obviously do check out my weekly vlog. And I really appreciate it if you can make the premiere because it's really, really fun. I premiere it at 12 a.m. UK time tomorrow. But if you click on the video when I upload it, it will tell you what time that is for you. I think it gives you a countdown. So you can check that out. Let me just see if anyone said anything before I go. Yes, it's been a very fun evening. Thank you. And thank you to everyone who has donated. Again, you get a very big fan flap. Thank you so, so much. So from me for this week, I think we're going to have a voluptuous week next week because hopefully the birth will happen. So from me in Shropshire, mwah, to you all and goodbye.